Good morning, students. Today we continue our fifth chapter, heat. In last lecture we learned relative humidity and the dew point. Now see, the relative humidity is at the dew point is 100%, and if the relative humidity is more than 60%, we feel that the air is humid, and if the relative humidity is less than 60%, we feel that the air is dry. Now see that during winter season, you may have observed a white trail at the back of a flying plane in a clear sky. Winter season में जब प्लेन जाता है तो प्लेन के पीछे कभी कभी हमें ऐसे वाइट ट्रैक दिखता है. ऐसा क्यों होता है? देखो ऐसा क्यों होता है. As the plane flies, the vapor released by the aeroplane engine condenses and forms clouds. If the surrounding air is having more relative humidity, it takes a long time for the white trail. जब प्लेन आकाश में जाता है, स्काई में जाता है, तभी कभी क्या होता है? It release vapor engine by the engine of the aeroplane, and it condenses. This vapor condenses and forms clouds. This vapor condenses and forms clouds, and if the surrounding air of the plane having more relative humidity, it takes a long time for the white trail, and formed by the condensation of the vapor to disappear. If the relative humidity of the surrounding air is less, either the size of the white trail may be small or it may be not form. It may be not form. क्या होता है जब सराउंडिंग एयर में ह्यूमिडिटी, रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी ज़्यादा होती है तो it takes a white trail, and a white trail is formed there, and because of the condensation of the vapor, and it also disappear. And if the relative humidity of the surrounding air is less, the white trail form the size of that white trail is small, or it may not be formed there because of the less relative humidity. Now you observe that, see, take a bottle of cold water out of a refrigerator and keep outside for a while. Observe the outer surface of the bottle. समर में तुम लोग वाटर बॉटल फ्रिज में रखते हो, और ठंडी बॉटल बाहर निकाल के तुम लोग रखते हो, तो थोड़ी देर में देखते हो तो water droplets are collect on the outer surface of that bottle. Why is it so? See, again next question is what? Drops of water can be observed on the outer surface of a bottle. In the same way, if we observe the leaves of plants, grass, or window glass of a vehicle in the early morning, we see water droplets collected on the surface. जब सुबह हम लोग देखते हैं प्लांट्स के लीव्स, ग्रास पे, विंडो ग्लास पे, व्हीकल की जो ग्लास होते हैं सामने के, उस पे क्या होते हैं? ऐसे छोटे छोटे वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स कलेक्ट हुए हमें दिखाई देते हैं. ऐसे क्यों? When we observe this, it happens because of the presence of water vapor in the atmosphere. It happens because of the presence of water vapor presence in the atmosphere, and when air cools due to decrease in temperature, it becomes saturated with the water vapor. As a result, the excess of water vapor gets converted into droplets. Droplets क्यों form होता है? Because there are the presence of water vapor in the atmosphere, and when the air cools due to the decrease in temperature, it becomes saturated, and this water vapor forms droplets. The water vapors converted into tiny droplets, and this is a dew point temperature is decided the amount of water vapor in the air. Means it is happens because of the water vapor present in the atmosphere, and when the air cools and it is saturated, and these water vapors are saturated and it converted into tiny water particles, water droplets, and these water droplets are collected on the outer surface of the bottle, a window glass, on the plants, or also on the grass. Okay, is it clear? Now we want to see unit of heat. Unit of heat. The units of heat are joule, J, in SI units, and calories, Cl, in CGS unit. In SI unit of heat is joule, and CGS unit of heat is calorie. Then what is the 1 calorie? The amount of heat necessary to raise the temperature 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius is called 1 calorie heat. The amount of heat necessary to raise the temperature of 1 degree Celsius, 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius is called 1 calorie heat. Similarly, what is the 1 kilocalorie? The amount of heat necessary to raise the temperature of 1 kg of water, the amount of heat necessary to raise the temperature of 1 kg of water by 1 degree Celsius is called 1 kilocalorie. Is called 1 kilocalorie heat. It means that 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie. 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie. You always remember that, see, if we heat 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree Celsius in different temperature range than 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius, the amount of heat required will be slightly different. The amount of heat is required for raising the temperature by 1 degree Celsius is slightly different. It is therefore, why is it so? It is therefore essential of definite a specific temperature range while defining the unit of heat. Essential to define the specific temperature range while defining the unit of heat, and calorie and joule are related by the following relation, means 1 kilocalorie is equal to 14.18 joule. 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joule. 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joule. Now, introduction of scientists who introduced these units of the heat. James Prescott Joule. James Prescott Joule in 1818 to 1889. He was the first person to show that the kinetic energy of tiny particles of matter appears as heat energy, and also that energy can be converted into one form to another form. Conversion of heat energy to work gives the first law of thermodynamics, and the unit of heat is called the joule after by his name. The unit of heat is called joule after his name. Now see next point, what is the specific heat capacity? You want to take 3 spheres of 3 different metals like iron, copper and lead, and put all these 3 spheres in boiling water in the beaker for some time. Take the 3 spheres out of the water after some time and the temperature of that spheres will be the 100 degrees Celsius, and put immediately these 3 spheres on the slab of the wax. On the slab of the wax, and note down the depth of each of the sphere goes into the wax. Note down the depth that each of the sphere goes into the wax. You observe that the sphere which absorbs more heat from the water will give more heat to wax, and more wax will be thus melt, and the sphere will go deeper in the wax. जो स्पीयर ज़्यादा हीट हुआ है वो वैक्स स्लैब में डिप जाएगा. इट मीन्स दैट इट एब्सॉर्ब्स मोर हीट, एंड you can observe that the ice sphere goes deepest into the wax. You observe that the ice sphere goes deepest into the wax. Lead sphere goes the least, and copper sphere goes intermediate depth. Lead sphere goes least and copper sphere goes intermediate to depth. It means that for equal rise in temperature, the 3 spheres have absorbed different amount of heat. Different amounts of heat, and this means that the property which determines the amount of heat absorbed by a sphere is different for 3 spheres. This property is called the specific heat capacity. This property is called specific heat capacity, means the heat absorbed by the spheres, by the metals, by a substance. This heat is called the specific heat capacity. Means what is the specific heat? See, the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of an object by 1 degree Celsius is called the specific heat of that object. The amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of an object by 1 degree Celsius is called the specific heat of that object. Here given table on the page number 68, and given some substances and gives specific heat of that substances. Sea water calories में दिए heat, specific heat. Water 1 calorie, paraffin 0.54, kerosene 0.52, aluminium 0.215. Now iron 0.110, copper 0.095, silver 0.056, and mercury 0.033. The specific heat of an object is C. Small c से specific heat denote किया जाता है, and the mass of the object is m, and the temperature of the object is raised by delta T degree Celsius. Then the heat absorbed by the object is given by the formula m into c into delta T. M into c into delta T. If the specific heat of an object is C, the mass of the object is m, and the temperature is raised by the object is delta T degree Celsius, then the specific heat absorbed by the substance, object, is given by the formula m into c into delta T. In the same way, if the specific heat of an object C, the mass of the object is m, and the temperature of the object is decreased by, फर्स्ट क्या देखा है हमने, रेज मीन्स इंक्रीज, अभी डिक्रीज किया, टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज बाय द डेल्टा टी डिग्री सेल्सियस, देन द specific heat energy lost by the object is also given by the formula m into c into delta t. M into c into delta t. Okay, here we stop. Now take some question. First, during winter season, during winter season, sometimes we see a white trail at the back of a flying aeroplane. At the back of a flying aeroplane in a clear sky. Now state the SI unit of heat. State the SI unit of heat. Third question, state the CGS unit of heat. State the CGS unit of the heat. Fourth question, define kilocalorie. Define kilocalorie. Fifth question, define the calorie. Define the calorie. Okay, you complete these questions and send me on WhatsApp. Thank you.